She's stuck inside my mental. She got a body like a temple. Even though she drives me crazy, I tell everyone that's my baby. She's pretty like a 4K sunset. Blue eyes.
What's up, y'all?
Hello.
How are ya?
Hi there. My name is Beautiful.
And I'm Ace.
And we are Together Real Bad. Real Bad.
Yeah.
And this is Kenzie.
Today, today, because she's, all I hear is her licking in the mic. Oh, jeez. Our dogs are spoiled. Currently,
They're very spoiled.
Currently, the other one is on the couch licking a bone, and this one is there. She
now
is.
She's jealous.
Yep, I know. I already knew what was going to happen. That's what I was just about to tell you. I know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So they just oh my god.
They're our co-hosts for today.
Okay. I'm gonna try not to look Coda's way. Going to try to ignore that. We're good.
I'm like, are we?
No, yeah, we're good. All right. How are you?
I'm all right. I am sore. I am very tired. I am here.
Why are you sore?
I mean, we had football yesterday. I feel like that's the biggest part of why I'm tired.
Yeah.
You can't go up there, ma'am. You can't go up there.
Oh my God. It's a dog show. It's a dog and pony show. So we don't have ponies, just dogs.
Oh.
Oh my God. Kenzie. Oh, and like, get down,
yeah.
bro.
No.
Do not. You're a black dog.
Really,
don't
do?
look me in my face. You're a
She
black
already
dog.
got me earlier.
Oh my goodness gracious. Can y'all like get down and chill? Kenzie.
Come on.
Y'all are majorly interrupting what's going on here.
Yeah. But I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good. I had a game today.
Yeah.
I don't think we like officially
Coach
said.
Bay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, maybe we did because I remember saying this. I got bamboozled into coaching.
Yeah.
But we did really good today. We had 2 pick sixes in a matter of like 2 minutes. We had some really good like defensive stops. The girls are getting more aggressive with their playing. What else was going on? Some like nice like throws and the touchdowns. Everybody got to play, even though like the kind of like second string, if you will, they played the last like minute and a half, which I didn't think they was gonna get their play, but we ended up getting a pick 6 and they got to get back in. So that was really good. But I don't know, I felt good about them winning. It's always good not to get slaughtered.
Yeah.
It's also always good to like have like a winning culture and people feel good and parents not be,
Like these bitches don't know what the fuck they doing.
Right. Calling you.
I'm not even going.
No.
I ain't gonna lie. When I'm at the games, I'll be listening for parents to say something slick.
Say something.
say something.
Say something crazy. Just say something.
They have
but
not yet.
Nobody said anything to me either. Granted, my email is not set up, and typically I think people will send you emails, but they also have like a 24-hour like cooling off period rule.
Oh, like they can't talk to you
correct
until after 24 hours.
Correct.
Then by that time they forget.
Yeah, exactly. Or you just have moved on. You don't have the strength to do it anymore. So
I wish we did that in gymnastics. I feel like that's definitely a policy that we should try to enforce. Somebody else told me that they have a 20. I think Labrinthia told me that.
Oh yeah, probably they have a 24-hour rule, which makes sense, right? I mean, people probably, like you said, they'll like it's right after you're ticked off in the heat of the moment. Yada. So you can always ask your boss, like, hey, can we implement this rule just for just in case times?
That's something to think about.
Did you space out? Because it took you an awful long time to
I'm just
answer
thinking.
that.
No,
and your nails. So.
it's not that. It's more so. I'm thinking like that's not something that I don't think we need to ask our boss that.
Oh, you
I think that's just something
yourself?
like I was thinking of who to if that's necessary.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't ignoring or spacing out. I'm just thinking like,
all right,
it's a great ass idea.
Okay.
Is it too late to do it now for this season since we've already had our parent meeting? That's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about all those things.
Okay. I was just trying to reel you back in if you were.
I wasn't.
Okay.
I wasn't going nowhere. I'm here.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to just skip to pop culture. I know we have other things before that, but I'd really like to get these in. So,
so you wanna talk about pop culture? That's gonna take longer than the.
I know, that's why I said I want to get these in.
Okay.
That's why. So.
Okay.
Go for it.
You wanted to talk. You wanted to start.
This is your segment.
They're all my segment.
What?
Everything is my segment.
Oh God.
Everything is your segment.
Yeah, but you always talk about pop culture.
All right. Pop culture. Sundays at State.
Sundays on State?
Or on State.
Yeah.
I always say Sundays at State. I don't know why. But anyway, there is this festival kind of thing, like street festival, street market.
Yeah.
Street market.
Yeah.
That we have here in Chicago that happens on select Sundays throughout the late summer, early fall.
Yep.
And we participated, and they usually highlight like minority owned businesses, Black owned businesses, small businesses,
all of the above.
All the above. Yeah. And we participated, and we experienced something very traumatic.
Yeah.
Right in front of our eyes.
Nothing
and it
happened to us, thank God.
Yeah, nothing happened to us. We're fine. But it was pretty crazy. So we were setting up, and from your perspective, you were like, you heard, oh my God, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then you step out to see like what's going on, because the way that we set up our booth is we have a tent and we have walls put up around our tent to like kind of like section it off really, to make it seem a little bit more cozy, and
it was also to protect us from it was windy that day and a little chilly, so
a little bit chilly.
Yeah.
And so you stepped out the tent to see what was going on, and then the lady next to us was like, what'd she say? She was like, oh my God.
She said, she's like, oh my God. And I like stepped out to see what was going on, and there were two guys on the ground. I thought just one of them had the other in a headlock initially. Mm-hmm. And upon closer review, I see this guy has a knife, and I'm like, oh my. So they're kind of like tussling, and I think this guy is like stabbing him at the same time. I know he is, but I don't know if he's like, continuously stabbing him, or he's just got one in and like twisting the knife. I don't know. But we started calling for help. Like, nobody called 911. Then we looked up, and the guy in front of us is on the phone, so he's calling 911. And in the meantime, this dude that had a brace on his knee,
he had a whole ACL like brace, from the groin all the way down to the ankle.
Literally limping in the slowest of motions that you could ever see. And he had like a police baton, the one that retracts, detracts. And he told the guy with the knife, he's like, dude, if you don't put this knife down, I'm gonna break your hand. And he told him that, and I'm pretty sure he put the knife down. I think that's when he put the knife down. The other guy popped up and got a weapon from one of the vendors. Weapon being, it was like the top of
like a rack.
Top of a clothing rack. And so the dude had picked the knife back up, I believe.
I don't think so. I think he dropped it. He told him to drop the knife. After he dropped the knife, the guy with the leg kicked it back.
Yeah, but somehow he got it again, because remember let me go through the story. So the guy that had gotten stabbed is off adrenaline completely. and he picked up the top of the hanger, and dude came at him again, and he like hit him. He swung it like a baseball hat and hit him, or baseball bat, and hit him. And so somehow or another they got back into it, I thought, because the other security guard, or another security guard, which we later found out was a sheriff, came over with his gun drawn and told him to put the knife down.
No, he just told him to get on the ground.
No, he also told him to put the knife down.
Somebody was already stepping on a knife at this point.
I'm
telling you, I saw it because I was like, that's smart. It was like another vendor.
He was already on the ground.
No, he wasn't.
Okay, maybe
he wasn't.
So know.
From my perspective, after we came out of the tent and saw the guys tussling, I didn't know that there was stabbing going on. And then that's when somebody said he's stabbing him or whatever. And I'm like, oh shit. And so he's on top of the guy, like how you said you thought he had him in a headlock, but he's on top of the guy stabbing him. Right. The guy walks up, who had the brace and the baton, says, if you don't let go of that knife, I'm gonna break your hand. And he was like close to him, ready to go. Mm-hmm. And that's when he dropped the knife. After he dropped the knife, the guy with the brace kicked the knife back. Somebody stood on the knife. He finally told him, like, hey, get up off him or whatever. And he had the baton on him. Yeah. And so he got up. He stepped back. The guy with the baton stepped back. The guy who was getting stabbed, who was off of adrenaline, stepped back and grabbed the closest object to him, which was the clothes rack. Right. The other guy, so he comes to the guy who was stabbing him and tries to hit him with the clothing rack. And as that's happening, the sheriff walks up. That makes sense. And that's when he told him, get on the ground with his gun drawn. Right. Once the guy got on the ground, the guy with the adrenaline dropped the clothes rack and just fell to the ground.
Yeah, you're right. That is what happened. So that was an interesting way to start off that day.
Very.
Seeing that, especially in the middle of downtown on State Street, is wild. And there was clearly some on-site beef going on. Like, it had to be.
I don't know. And I say I don't know because I was looking at some TikTok. It was a piece of hair. I was looking at some TikTok, and this girl was talking about like random stabbings happening on the red line. And it made me think about this situation. Like, damn, is that really what's happening? Because these men had come off the train.
They did. But I say they were into it because they were going at each other like they knew each other.
I don't know if they were going at each other. Like I don't think that they were going at each other like they knew each other. I think they were going at each other, and the guy who was trying to protect himself was like fighting back. Like, that's what it looked like to me. I mean, yes, it also could have looked like, there was, like you said, some on-site business happening. Like, the next time I see you, it's on site type of thing. Right. So that could have been it too. But hearing these stories on TikTok about, random stabbings on the red line made me think, like, I wonder if, this is one of those incidences, because it had to have happened before they came off the subway.
Yeah, but I guess I say it felt very like they knew each other because, like, he wouldn't let him go. And it seemed very anger filled, or very like, I told you I was going to get your ass back kind of thing. And as someone who's, has been stabbed, like, I would feel like this guy would, especially once they de-armed him, I feel like he would lay down or run or seek some sort of safety. But instead he was like, oh no, I got to get my leg back. That's how I felt. I don't know. Like when he picked up the thing. So it could have been either or, but it was very jarring to see that in real life happen. And then not to even have the presence of mind to immediately call 911 is crazy. Like, emergency 911, but that didn't even come to my mind until like, I feel like 30 to 40 seconds later. Yeah. It was like, oh my God, call 911. I'm yelling help, but you would think that there's a police officer stationed down there because it's downtown. There's this big event going on, and there was no police officer on site.
But when they were finally called, they came fast.
I mean, they got there really fast. It's downtown. Let that have been the South Side. I don't think that the same thing would have happened at all.
Unfortunately, you might be right.
Yeah, that was that. The other thing in pop culture that happened Charlie Kirk.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Me too.
I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of talking about it. I think that, it's sad that his kids don't have what the heck?
That's my phone.
Okay. I think it's sad that his kids don't have a father, their father anymore, but at the same time he wasn't setting the best example for them anyway. So, my whole position on this is you live by the sword. That you die by, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Yeah. And he reaped the benefits of everything he voted for and everything that he stands for. So I said reaped.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm tired as well. There are some people that were, of course, on my timeline defending him and what he was saying and the fact that it was like taken out of context and all of this stuff. Yeah.
What was taken out of context?
So if you go, Jamie, if you go to her latest post, you'll see where people are saying this was taken out of context. Here's what he really said. My thing is, I saw 2 clips that that's all I needed to see. The first one was when he spoke about a black woman or black women not having the power to the brain power to process certain things or something like that. That was an actual clip out of his mouth. I don't care what context that came in or where it came in the sentence or if it was a joke. That's inappropriate to say. You just don't say that. It's very, nah. The other thing he said was that if on whatever podcast he was on was if he has a black pilot, he's going to question their ability to do their job. Those are the only 2 things that I need to hear. Everything else is I could care less. And I didn't know anything about this man until this happened.
Yeah, same.
And so it's just like I don't know how people. And then let me preface this by saying I don't ever want anyone to die. I've said this before. Like, that's not, what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I don't feel any sympathy or empathy for him, I guess. I do for his kids. Again, I don't ever want anyone to die. But people, people defending him up and down my timeline. I had to unfollow somebody because that was just it. That was like,
bro, I unfollowed so many people.
Broke the camel's back. And I was talking about this. We were talking about it a little bit earlier, and I was just saying how interesting it is that we have a few like white female allies, and not to say that other white women that we may know are not allies, because I'm sure they are. But these 3 in particular, they ride with the black community. They play football with us. And they're always outwardly speaking about what, kind
injustices.
Injustices. And that's a good way to put it, in supporting the black community. And the way they basically got, for lack of a better word, attacked on their posts by those who don't necessarily actively support the black community that I know of is crazy. Kind of crazy. I mean, yeah, they're shaming them for their thoughts or opinions. Like, shame on you, da, 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 da. Yeah, but y'all didn't shame this guy that just got shot when he was talking all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
It's crazy to me.
Literally answering a question about gun violence and then gets shot.
Is insane. It's insane.
Good riddance.
But
the world is better off.
I mean, something is without that rhetoric. Yeah.
And then the NFL, I don't know if you know about this.
I heard this took a moment of silence.
Yes, several teams. I think there were only 2 teams that did not. Like, this
dude is not a martyr.
Right.
He's not. He was an influencer who had a huge audience, who had some very he had some views that were very what's the word for
Controversial?
it? Yes, controversial. Some views that I
Very right wing.
very far right wing. Yes.
So someone said that like I thought the NFL wasn't, the politics had no place in the NFL. And if that was the case, then why are we having a moment of silence for this, in their eyes, I guess, political figure in a way?
He wasn't even.
And Colin Kaepernick was
banned for the rest of his life
at the stake for his silent protest.
Insane. In fucking sane.
We still ain't seen that.
That man couldn't get a job to save his life in the NFL.
And he would have been
crazy.
so good.
Yeah. Anyhow,
I say would have been, but he's played a couple of seasons, I believe, before this happened.
He did, but to make an example out of that man like that is
crazy.
Anyway, that's enough energy on that. Date night diaries.
We have no date night diaries.
We are out here. I know you lying.
She no love.
I know you lying, girl. You know I love you. When have we had time is first and foremost
we haven't.
Question. Exactly. So,
we have not had time.
I tried to get tickets to Carmen, but the timing don't work. You now work in the evening. The ballet starts at 7:30 every night. What
evening?
You work every evening.
Oh, I thought you meant like on the weekend or something.
Well, I looked on the weekend and we have to go to a party.
Yeah.
So y'all see how she do me, y'all. Lord have mercy. I do love you. Okay, living out loud.
Living out loud. I thought I said this last week, but
I didn't think you did. I think you just told me. But
I told you, and I spoke to a couple people about it. You.
Oh, I didn't know that.
My therapist.
What'd she say?
She thinks that this is great.
Okay.
So, living out loud. My mother had surgery 2 weekends ago.
Yes, I think so.
And I think the last thing we picked up, or where we left off, was I had offered, or you had offered to take my mom or pick my mom up from surgery, and she declined. Had someone else to get her, but she said, tell Ace I said thank you very much. It's really sweet of her. Yada yada yada.
And that she would meet me soon.
Yeah, and that she would meet me soon.
Yeah.
Or meet you soon. So I went to go see my mom after her surgery. I feel like I said this.
Say it again. I mean, if you did, sorry, y'all. We're human. We make mistakes, but we're going to tell y'all again.
So I went to go see her on that Saturday to make sure she was good, if she needed anything, just to see my mom at the surgery.
Yeah. And
we were talking about a bunch of different things, a bunch of different topics, just bouncing all over the place. And then she said, anyway, me and your dad went to meet Ace together. And I was like, what?
See, they've been texting on the side.
They
like,
have been. And I asked, I was like, I didn't even know that you and my dad talked like that. Outside of the family group chat that we have. She's like, yeah, I mean, we talk often, and especially about you, like this, you have to understand that this is still a shock to us. And I basically was like clinking my teeth together, like just looking at her like in the conversation, but literally like because I don't know, y'all can't see that, and I don't know if you barely saw, but like I'm clenching my jaw, I guess, to like relieve some like tension, like nervousness. I don't know. I guess to hide my uncomfortability of us having this conversation out of the blue. Like I should be more comfortable with it. Yeah. But I think because it's still but I mean, still to talk about the subject is still new for me to have with her.
Yeah.
Get down.
I know you lying.
This dog is in the window.
Let her be. She's okay. She's not doing anything.
She jumped up to the blinds.
To do. Oh.
She's down. She's down.
Outside. We gotta take them out. Okay,
so that's basically the story, is that her and my dad would like to meet Ace.
She said you called her over here. What do you want?
Would like to meet Ace in person and together. So that should be happening pretty soon.
Y'all, and I'm telling you, it's good that with the parents.
That's what she say. I don't know. I haven't experienced it yet, but I mean, she's a great person in general, so I know she'll be good. I think it's just gonna be a little bit of an awkward meetup.
Awkward for who?
Me, I guess. And maybe for them, a little uncomfortable.
Oh, okay. For them. Because I'm gonna be cool. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Good? Yeah? How's that bass going? Good? Yeah? What's the last one you had from Cooper's Hawk? Was it good?
That bass?
Yeah. Don't he play the bass?
I don't know how often he plays anymore, but yeah, he can play the bass.
I told you, people like to talk about themselves, bro.
Let me pick her up.
Okay. And while you do that, we're just gonna move right along. Black Business Highlight. So for this Black Business Highlight, this is somebody that we are and will be utilizing. I say that because she was supposed to come to the house today, but she needed me here the entire time, and I had a game and yada yada yada. So we had rescheduled it to the end of September. But the name of the company is Organized Peoples. Marquita Peoples is a professional organizer. So she helps you organize. Oh, this other one is jealous. She helps people organize their homes, utilizing systems and thought processes and things that help you. And she also helps you get rid of things, like asking you questions.
Declutter.
Yeah, declutter, which we badly need. And I'll say me, because while all this is your stuff, this is all the stuff that I've accumulated over the 10 years of being here. And so it is time to release a lot of things. I'm just tired of looking at it. So she's going to help start that process in our Cloffice, which we had like a, you got both Christ. Of them? Oh my gosh. Which we had a shelving system put in 2 years ago, was it? When you first moved, yeah. Probably 2 years when you first moved in.
I think it's been a year.
Well, I paid it off in over a year. So it has to have been 2 years.
Oh, okay.
I think I had 14 months to pay it off.
Oh.
Before the interest kicked in.
Oh.
So yeah, she's gonna help at the end of September. She's gonna come and help us organize the Cloffice and get that together, and hopefully we can just keep moving throughout the house and getting rid of things and getting like systems put in place, organizational systems, etc. So excited about that, to get that going, and to get some help just getting rid of stuff, because I'd be like, oh, it's a t-shirt, I need it. Oh, it's a t-shirt, I need it. Oh, I've had that for this however many years. I think I'll keep that. Like, I need somebody to be like, do you really need it? Do you really need it?
Yeah, I could use that help as well.
Because it is tough, especially clothes. And we buy clothes and don't throw any away. And we have to, when we buy stuff, we have to get rid of something. Like, we have to throw some stuff away. That's why I have clothes and they can't even fit all in the Cloffice. So that's a Black Business Spotlight.
Organized People. She's on Instagram, Facebook, and she has a website.
I believe it's organizedpeoples.com. Or if you just put it in Google and type in Chicago, it'll pop up because I just did it. So moving on, the name of this episode is You're Entitled to Feel How You Feel, Navigating Emotions in Relationships. And this one was like just inspired by, we didn't really have any like bad arguments or anything. We just had little tiffs here and there, which I've noticed that we do when we're both like getting ready to have our periods. How is this possible that they are fighting in our laps. Like this. Well, sorry y'all, if y'all listening, you can't see it, but tune into YouTube if you want to see it, because it's interesting. It's very interesting. They need their own channel for fighting. Anyhow, so it was just kind of inspired by always, well, me at least, myself, I can't speak for you, wanting to be able to speak freely to you no matter what the circumstances are, and and you to speak freely to me about how you feel or not feel, and just making sure we always have that safe space. And we had a little bit of I can't remember what the first one was, because that's what I thought of the title, but like on Saturday when we went to practice, like a little like,
That's the first one.
no, that I had already decided about the topic, but Saturday was just a good example of how I felt a certain kind of way, and then like you just came and apologized and reassured me that that's not what it was. I guess we should probably give a brief overview so people understand.
Yeah, because me listening, I wouldn't know what you're talking about.
So we had practice, and practice was at like 2:00, and it was down the street from us. Well, we had just gotten home.
It was actually 1:30.
1:30. Okay, it was 1:30. We had just gotten home. I had a flag football game, and you had picked up extra hours at work, and so we got here around the same time. Neither one of us had eaten for the day, and I'm like, okay, are we gonna go or eat? So we decided to stay and eat. So we get there and park and get out the car, and I have my bag, you have yours, and I walk slow first and foremost.
And I walk fast.
Let me preface this conversation with I'm a slow walker, but I can get a little quick. I got some quick tits. I still have some quick tits. Quick tits. No, quick twitch muscles in this older body, and so I can move if I need to, but walking fast, it's not my thing. So I'm just like, why are you, like, we're walking, I'm like, what's the hurry, like, why are you walking so fast? You're like, you're leaving me. She's like, and you said, go ahead, I'll let you say what you said.
And I said, we're already late, or something to that nature, or to the effect of, like when we walk into practice, whether we were late on purpose or not, like we don't want to be walking and dragging our ass
getting into practice. And to that, I basically was like, well, we should have just left on time if you were going to be concerned about what people thought about how we came into practice. That's basically what I said. I said we should have just left on time to get here on time.
And my point was, that's not the point.
Excuse me.
If you have kids that knew that they were going to be late to practice and then showed up late and then took their time to get going, how would you feel about that?
And to that I said, I'm grown. Like I'm here, and I think I probably shouldn't have said that or said it like that, because it was a little off-putting, so I apologize for that. But in my head, I'm like, I'm thinking all these things. One, this one team takes up 4 of our days, or has the opportunity to take up 4 of our days. And then we also do flag on Tuesdays, and that takes up a day at our day as well. So for me, it was like, I'm here. I'm going to get there when I get there. I'm not, rushing. I'm going to get there and fully participate, but I'm not getting ready to hurry up for somebody who probably wouldn't have the same sense of urgency, if they were late. That was my whole thought process. And I know I didn't express that to you. And so while I'm walking, I'm going to walk, but I'm not going to be concerned about what they think while I'm late. I showed up. I'm here. This is recreational. There shouldn't be any pressure on me to show up, to a recreational practice. We did get there, and for me, that was enough. And so I was saying that to you, and you were like fanning me, like, and I'm like, no, like, that's not okay. Like, it's forget what they think, right? It's us. Like, we gonna take care of us, and we gonna take care of each other, and we gonna care about what each other thinks, and be caring towards each other. And I felt like, in that moment, that you were more concerned about getting there and making it look like we were rushing than hearing me out and hearing what I had to say. And, that bothered me.
And it wasn't like that on my end. It was more so like in a sense of having respect for everybody else's time that was there already.
But how did we disrespect it though? Because it's not like we didn't.
Maybe I think it's more so of a courteous thing, like common courtesy. I know how I feel when I have gymnasts come in.
But this is a completely different.
Different what? It's still a mentality that you have
Yes.
when you're coming into practice
Yes.
and you're practicing for something that you have been putting a lot of time into.
Yes.
And it's a team sport. How they gonna practice without a team there? Now I know it's just two of us, so don't go there. Let's not go into semantics.
Yeah.
But like I said, when I have kids come into the gym and they know they late and they walk in through the door and they see us on floor like going and stuff like that, and it just be like, get your ass in put your stuff down. You're late. And then they be like, oh, they snap out of it. And then they, go and, take care of their business and then get out on the floor. Mm-hmm. And since I expect that of my athletes, I feel it's because I have that mentality, because that's what was expected of me as an athlete. Mm-hmm. I carry that on to how I approach practice when I'm there, whether I want to be there or not.
And that was my whole point. Kind of that I'm circling back to, like, if that was the case, we should have just been on time. We could have left to been on time and skipped eating. That was my whole thing. So you can't, I know, but to me, it's like, you can't straddle the fence. If you're going to do it, do it. If you're not, then be okay with not, you know what I'm saying? And also, these are kids that we're talking about that need to learn these lessons, that are, have the opportunity to compete competitively, that need to know, like, hey, you can't be late. So I completely get where you're coming from. I completely get it. But I just don't, it's hard to have that sense of urgency in this space, because that sense of urgency is not distributed throughout the team. And if the roles were flipped, if, our quarterback was walking up or if our middle linebacker was walking up, I don't think that they would necessarily be moving with the haste that you expected us to move with. In the grand scheme of things, this was not it wasn't a huge blowout or anything. It was just that my feelings were, you care more about getting to this practice than listening to what I had to say, or stopping for a second and acknowledging what I had to say, because it was like, we didn't stop and talk. You were walking faster and then you were like waving me off, so that made me feel a kind of way. And that's part of this. Like, I'm entitled to feel how I feel, and you're entitled to feel how you feel. Nobody's feelings are wrong at all. But that's what happened, basically. So I guess I was telling a story of what happened. We just kind of got a little bit off track, but that is what happened.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to say anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Are you okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I think we're just going to agree to disagree in regards to...
Okay. Okay. No problem with that. Look at her face.
What?
I'm just looking at your face. I know we're agreeing to disagree, but your face says you mad.
I'm not mad.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too.
I don't like the way you said that. Ugh. All right. Hold on. I'm putting a coat down.
How did I say it?
Not with the love and affection that you usually do. You might like rub my leg or something and look me deep into my eyes and be like, I love you, girl.
I do love you, girl.
Okay. Well, come back this way.
I am here.
Come back this way, please. Thank you. You playing with
I was wondering why this top was on here, and then what does it go to?
Why? We are recording a whole podcast. Why is that important right now?
That's what just caught my eye. Okay. Hey, I'm going to get on my medication.
No need to sigh in distress.
I have an appointment this weekend.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
I've been coping for too long. It's wearing off.
What's wearing off?
I mean, well, nothing, because I haven't been on anything since 2019.
Okay.
For those that don't know, I have ADD, and it's hard for me to focus sometimes. And when I do focus, I get hyper fixated on something, and I don't want to be interrupted or anything. Otherwise, I get real irritated, which makes me feel like how autistic people are with certain things.
Maybe.
Like if you interrupt them while they're playing with their toy, they have like a whole fit.
Yeah.
Or interrupt them while like they're counting something, a whole fit.
Yeah.
So that's
but
how I
you
be
said
feeling.
before that you thought you
Was a little neurodivergent.
Yes. Is that what they
I guess so. I don't know. Once I have this conversation with this doctor, we'll have my adult diagnosis. I know what my young adult diagnosis was, but people change things, so we'll see. Okay. We'll get an update on that this weekend. I think my appointment
is this weekend.
Yeah. So this weekend.
Gotcha. Okay. So, how do I want to start? How do you typically express the emotion, good, bad, or otherwise, in our relationship?
I feel like I have a range of emotions in the way that I express them to you. I think that in some moments I can be super soft. Mm-hmm. And then in some moments I can be, like a passerby in terms of like how I let you know. Like, all right, I love you.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes any sense, but like I feel like there are moments where I can be super soft and cuddly and want to be hugged up and everything like that. Mm-hmm. And then there are times that, I'll be busy with something or fixated on something and just be like, yeah, I love you too.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I hate like a short I love you that's just like thoughtless. Like, all right, yeah, I love you. Like, all right, yeah, I love you. Get out of my face, kind of thing.
I don't think I say it like that. Do you feel like that?
No. But I think sometimes it is like, love you too, so I can get back to what I'm doing. And yeah, maybe it's my own shit to deal with, but I don't like that. I feel like when we're talking, and I'm sure I do it too. I don't mean to put the brunt of the blame or whatever on you, but I feel like that should always be something that's thought about, like when you say it, because it means something. It means a lot, and it's too much going on out here in the world to not really stop and think about it and not mean it. Like really, really like think about it and mean it.
I don't think that when I say it either way that I don't mean it. Mm-hmm. I definitely mean it. Otherwise, I wouldn't say it.
No, yes. That's not what I'm saying. I know you mean it, but like I feel like just make sure it's like, hey, like I love you.
Like I gotta look you in your eyes.
Like a second. Yeah, like a moment, to make sure that, okay, yeah, she does. Even though I know you do. And I do. But it's just that, like, that moment that you can just kind of keep with you all day. Oh, she yawning. Her tired. Sheepy. We'll hurry up. But just that moment that, like I can keep with me all day and you can keep with you all day and to carry us through the day. And
you do that?
Huh?
You do that?
What, keep the I love yous?
Like you think about that throughout the day? Like what the way I would say I love you?
No.
That's one conversation?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like just to have that moment and be in that moment with you to say that, like, that's what I like. I don't like the rushed, like, yeah, all right, I love you too. Or even like the short, like you just did, like, oh, I love you. Because I feel like,
I'm just saying it to respond and not to actually.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And again, I'm quite sure I do it too. So that's not to put blame on you. But I guess to answer my own question, how do I express emotion in our relationship? Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I can't in the moment. And I'm sure I've said this before, but if we go back to what happened on Saturday, I feel like that was probably one of the fastest times that I ever was
You
that
like
I'd
came
ever
out
like
with
came
what
out
you
and
had to
just
say.
yeah, just said it.
Yeah, because
And
you like to keep it in and think about it forever before you.
well, yeah, because
bring
I
it
don't
to
want
me.
to hurt anybody. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I don't want to be irrational about things. It's just something that I should really be upset about. Like, I don't know that I should have really been upset about that, but I was, and that's okay. Like, that's how I was feeling in the moment, and that's okay. And you created that space for it to be okay. And then you came and, like sat down and looked at me and apologized, and like we were fine. So that also means to me that, not all negative interactions with each other have to be drawn out over the course of hours.
Yeah. I think too, you asked me that question and I was thinking on the other side of like emotion and relationships, or our relationship, I mean. I feel like I show my emotion whenever I feel it, whatever I feel. And I think that sometimes that isn't always great.
Why not?
Because if I'm irritated or whatever, I'm going to let you know I'm irritated. Sometimes not by saying it, but you can tell when I'm like not feeling it or just not in the best mood. Yeah.
I mean, but regardless of what I say or how I react to your mood, or if I'm upset that you're in a shitty mood or whatever, it's still okay for you to feel how you feel.
I'm not saying it's not okay for me to feel. I'm just giving you my actual answer to your question.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
I answered it wrong.
No wrong answer. You just
not answered it wrong.
In a different way.
I wasn't thinking of your question in the way that you answered it.
Got it.
So.
Got it.
Yeah, I definitely just say what I mean and mean what I say a lot of the times in the moment.
Yes.
Instead of holding back sometimes. But there are times when I do hold back. Like I've mentioned before, I pick my battles a lot. And so most times I don't say anything and I just like take a deep breath and just keep it moving.
But do you think that's going to build resentment if you continue to not address what's bothering you?
I think that it could, but eventually I do say something. Okay. It's just like, it's not that important in that moment. And I think about it like, am I the one that's tripping right now?
Yeah.
I just take that time to say like, maybe it's me.
Yeah.
Like, should I really be tripping over the seasoning not being on the first shelf and being on the second shelf?
Yeah.
Like, should I say something? Like, that's not that important.
In the grand scheme of things.
In the grand scheme of things, when I could just move it. Like we've talked about in the past.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I feel like that's how I approach it. And maybe it's not always right. I don't know, but I feel like it's working for me right now. If it's not working for you, you let me know.
I have no issue.
Okay, cool. Because I'll just be like, if I don't tell you, my face will.
Yeah, and then I gotta
That's
be like,
terrible.
And then I gotta be like, you okay? You good? And you'd be like, yeah. I'm like, you good? You'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, if you weren't, would you tell me? I don't know what your answer is.
The answer is always gonna be yes, because eventually, if it's a problem, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta sit with it a little bit, but not in a way that, because I don't want to hurt your feelings, in a way that I'm like choosing to pick my battles.
So we both have I think everybody does, but we both have to pause because we have the ability to hurt each other's feelings from a quick tongue.
Yeah, I can really hurt somebody's feelings.
I feel the same way, and I don't want to do that.
Something happened. Whatever the first little tiff we had, I said, oh, that Gemini coming out.
Yeah, that
What
kind
was
of
it?
touched my nerve too.
Oh, I bet it did. I wanted it to. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I know. That's why I said, oh, okay.
What was it?
Because
I had
you were, I was trying to talk to you about like ordering things and some business stuff. And that's probably why I said something the second time, because this was the second time that I guess I felt like this or that happened, that what was going on in your phone was more important than what we were talking about. So again, it's like, I felt like it was being put on the back burner, or being put on the back burner or being put second. So it was something you wanted to watch and you're like, I'm trying to watch this. I'm like, oh, what's more important? What's on the phone or like the business we got to talk about? The phone ain't going nowhere. You can pause the phone and replay it when we get done talking about business. And so I can't remember if you stopped or if we even finished talking about it, but
no, you know what it was? It wasn't so much that you had asked my opinion. Oh no, that was something different. That was a football thing. When you asked about plays or whatever. Yeah, I think it was, but I was already in my phone doing something. This is why I brought up earlier, like I can get hyper fixated on something and then get irritated when I'm interrupted.
Yeah.
Like I was either watching something or reading something on my phone and I was in the middle of it and you interrupted me to talk about business, which I'm fine with talking about business. But when I'm already doing something and I'm fixed on that at the moment, it grinds my gears because it already takes forever for me to pay attention to something anyway. And then when I finally do pay attention to something and somebody interrupts that, it's like, damn, now I gotta start all over. I think that's where the frustration comes from me.
Start having to like start over.
Yeah.
And see, I look at it differently. Like it's like the phone is there. You can grab it as many times as like pick it up and watch it as many times as you want because it ain't going nowhere, especially if you save it. But these fleeting thoughts that we have or that I have, as part of the business could leave me and then I could forget or I don't have time to write them down or whatever. And so that's what I was like, why is this phone more important than like what we are talking about or what we have to say? And you said like, I don't know what you said. What did you say?
I don't remember.
Give me like what you gonna do for it? Because I asked for the remote.
Oh yeah, that was that evening.
No, that was that morning. That was in the morning.
Was it?
Yeah, because I was still laying there. It was in the morning, and I was like, "Hey, can I have the remote?"
Because you were still mad about the day before.
No, that was all in the same morning. All of that happened in the same morning.
Girl.
And so he was like, what you gonna do for it? We have this running joke, like, what are you gonna do for it? And I was like, nothing. Can I have the remote? And you were like, no. And I was like, okay. So I turned over and put it on my phone. And then you came over and picked up my phone and was like, what you gonna do for it? And I was like, nothing. Can I have the remote? And I don't know if you put the phone down or took the phone or whatever, but you're like, there's that Gemini coming out. I'm like, yeah, no, she said that. That's bait. And I'm like, I'm not going there because, yeah, I just let it go because I knew that's what you were trying to touch a nerve, and I didn't want to argue or whatever the case is, so I just let it go.
That was the first time I feel like I've done something like that too.
Yeah, and that's why I guess I say, like, do you think like not saying anything like builds resentment to where it may come out in a comment like that doesn't even have to do with anything that you feel a certain way about?
No, I don't think so. And because it had nothing to do with it, I think I just said it just because like you were being petty with not going along with the joke. I don't care if you are feeling some type of way. What are you going to do for this remote?
Nothing, because I was feeling some kind of way.
Then talk about it.
Did I not tell you did we not talk about it?
We didn't talk about it right away. No.
That's
why I got in your face. Like, what you gonna do for it?
Thought we We talked about it that in that time period at some point, did we not? Like, I'm pretty sure we did.
I think you are more so like how you just said, like it's your phone, like you can come back to it or whatever.
Yes, yeah, I did say
It
that.
was that was said.
Okay. And what was your reaction?
I don't remember. I think it was just more so like, but let me finish this, and then we can have the conversation about, you know, the business.
I think too that when you have stuff for me to look at on your phone or whatever, if I'm in the middle of something, I'll be like, okay, 1 second, babe, 1 second. And I try and hurry up and finish just so that I can pay attention to what you want me to look at. And so I think when I feel like that same kind of put you first ish kind of attitude that I have when that's not reciprocated, I also feel some kind of way about that typically. And I think I said that the second time when we were getting ready to practice, like I always put you first, and I don't feel like you do that. And I think it does touch a nerve because I make an asserted effort to put you first in certain situations, well, as best as possible all the time. But in those kind of situations where like you want me to see something, or you want to tell me something, or you need me to do something, like I try and put what I have going on, you know, to the side, or at least say, hold on, I gotta finish this, give me a second, like acknowledge it in that way, and then come back to it, instead of either, I don't know if you ignore me on purpose, or you just don't hear me, or getting upset about it, or whatever. I think it would be better received if it were, hey, okay, yes, babe, but can you just give me 1 second? Can you like just hold that thought or write it down or text me, and then we can come back around to it, than to be like, you know, to get irritated if you're interrupted. I think that's why it irritates me, because I want to feel like if I'm doing something to put you first and to make sure that we're okay, that I would like you to do the same. I know that's not how that goes, but that's how I feel about it.
I'll work on it.
Okay. Is there anything you'd like me to work on in that department?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I think just maybe, I don't know, being patient with me. I don't know.
That's fair. I mean, asking for patience is fair. And I have to work on my patience, and also be like, okay, it's not always something you have control over. But it's hard. It's hard to even remember, like, okay, maybe it's the ADD. Maybe it's the ADD. Because I don't think I've experienced what that's like, besides in this relationship, what that's like dating someone, being in a relationship with someone that has ADD. So, I mean, that's fair. I can definitely try and work on it. Okay. So, problem solved. Okay. So much to cover in so little time. So let me just. Did you want to say anything else, or do you have any other thoughts on that? We're not gonna make it.
No.
Oh, okay. The next point I want to touch on is, let me give me a second, y'all. Let me read through here real quick. If you bottle up emotions and don't say anything, do you think that creates distance in a relationship? Or do you think that you're helping the relationship by not reacting emotionally, or initially reacting emotionally?
I think we kind of touched on this. It's about resentment, basically.
Which creates distance.
Yeah, okay. Which can create distance. And I don't feel like I put myself in situations to where actually, that's not true. There have been things that like I've talked about with, whether it's my sister or my therapist. They're like, no, you need to like bring this up so that you don't.
Our relationship?
Yeah.
Okay.
And therefore I don't have resentment because I've brought whatever I had to you up. when I needed to.
Okay. I like that.
So
So you bottled them up initially, but on the back end release them. If you bottled them up initially, do you feel some like you want to be distant or some resistance?
No.
Okay.
No, not that I want to be distant. It's just like working it out on my own first. I'm always like a self-reflecting type of person.
Yeah.
I've always been that way. Like putting it back on me and make sure that I'm doing what I can to make this work. Like working it out for myself first.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah.
And then bringing it to you. Because at that point, I've already done the work.
Yeah. Oh, are we responsible for each other's emotions? By that, I mean, if I created a situation that made you extremely upset with me, is it my responsibility to care for you, in quotes, because I don't know another way to put it? Is it my responsibility to care for you or cater to you while you're in that space of being angry?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I do it for you.
Okay. What does that look like for you?
For me, I don't know what that looks like when you come to me. I do like when you come to me with that like soft voice where you like,
my voices are
no, you get softer.
Impossible.
No, not impossible.
Okay.
You get softer. You like, but babe, when I'm doing this and I just, and yes, you get soft.
I'm like, okay, it's like, right? No, like, no. I'll be like, no. I feel like
you say no a lot. Yeah.
And
no question.
No
in the form of a question.
Yeah.
Yeah. You definitely do that a lot.
Yeah. Well, because I want to present it in the best way possible if I'm doing that, because I don't want to project my thoughts onto you just so you say yes. So I'll just be like, something. No, am I wrong? Am I right? Do you feel the same way? If you don't, it's okay, kind of thing. So I think that's where that comes from, I feel.
What about for you? How does that show up for you when I come to you in moments, I guess, that I create to cater to your emotions?
I think just like you did on Saturday, like we had a quick tiff. I was not happy about it, but very thankfully able to receive, you coming and sitting down and telling me that's not what you meant and that's not how you feel. And so I think that was part of it, like you taking care of that emotion of disappointment or a little bit of anger, like reconnecting really quickly, like being in front of me and looking at me. And that's how I know, like you really mean it. And you wanted to resolve or solve the issue and to let me know that, hey, my bad. That's not what I meant, but know this and I want to like work on it and fix it. So like just good eye contact and coming in like humbly, I guess, like very humble and not with resentment or not with any sort of chip on your shoulder or being mad that I'm mad, because that can happen in a relationship. I'm mad because you mad kind of thing. Like, why are you mad? I'm mad because you mad. So I feel like that's how you take care of me. Like if I'm upset and you were partially to blame for it. There's nobody that's ever fully to blame for making the other person upset, because you have some role in controlling your attitude and your issues or whatever's going on. So that's how I feel about that. Do you want to do one more? We're at the hour and 2-minute mark. Or are you?
I'm sleepy. Not even gonna lie to you.
Okay. And I still have to edit this and upload it. So, she's sheepy. Okay.
And you're gonna try to make me go to the gym tomorrow.
I'm gonna do like I've been saying. Hey, I'm getting ready to go to the gym. You can come if you want. If you like to come, that's where I'm going. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, that means I'm right. Y'all didn't see that. She mocked me. Typically means
Of
I'm
course
right.
you're right.
Of course I'm right. Oh,
That's
okay.
what you're gonna do. Yeah, that's
Oh. That's what I've been doing. That's what I said. At any rate, any last words? That was a different episode than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay.
Is it? I don't know what you expected.
It's not bad or good. I just didn't think. I thought we would get through way more of the prompts that we
Well, maybe
did.
we could revisit
Part 2,
Yeah.
2, possibly.
Come on,
Can't stop yawning. I just asked you if there's anything else you want to wrap up, or you want to take it or leave it, or you want to say some last final words. You don't have to.
Say what you got to say to your partner, and then work through you guys' emotions together.
I like that. I don't have anything else to say.
All right.
Until next time, y'all.
Peace, y'all.
Peace. She got a body like a temple. Even though she drives me crazy, I tell everyone that's my baby. She's pretty like a 4K sunset. Blue-eyed baby from the Midwest. Body so bad when she undressed. If I was your ex, I'd be upset. Little did he know I was up next.